So breathing is a behavior and it's learned. Respiration is its chemistry and it's reflexive. And so these two things can become decoupled. You can start to learn to breathe in ways that don't self-regulate. Breathing, we tend to only think that breathing serves respiration, which is its primary objective, but breathing does all sorts of things. It allows you to talk, it allows you to eat, it allows you to control your emotions, and that's something we're going to talk about a lot. Often we learn breathing behaviors that are dysfunctional for emotional reasons. Dysfunctional breathing can be a defense mechanism. It can anesthetize certain experiences in our body so that we don't have to experience them. And so when these two things become decoupled, our breathing behavior and our chemistry that's self-regulating everything, every function in our body, every cell, when these two things become decoupled, that you can have serious dysregulation issues that are going to interfere in an educational context with learning, right? We always talk about the two most problematic behaviors that bog down a school are disruptive behavior and avoidant behavior. Well, guess what? At the heart of both of those behaviors is breathing. Everything we do, moment to moment, our most basic means of self-regulation at a cellular level is breathing. It's controlling the chemical environment of our body that our body needs to be stable in order to function. And when that's constantly in jeopardy because we're breathing in dysfunctional ways, it's going to affect, we'll talk about this later more, our cognition, it's going to affect our physical health, so on and so forth. So breathing and respiration are not the same. And so here's the big paradigm shift. Breathing is a behavior. It is not mechanical. We tend to think of breathing as being this unconscious automatic process that's relatively stable over time and consistent between individuals. It's just going, it's just constant. And I look at your breathing and they're relatively, it's just air coming in, oxygen, right? Gases coming in and gases going out. End of story. And sometimes we can take a hold of our breathing, like if we're going to jump into a swimming pool and it's cold, we hold our breath. So we have this ability to momentarily control our breathing. Other than that, it's just machinery. It's just the machinery of physiology. That's not true. Breathing is a behavior, and it is not automatic, and it is not mechanical. And so the big turn here then means is you can apply all behavioral principles to breathing. You can apply all behavioral principles to breathing. So what do I mean by that? Well, behavior is learned. First and foremost, behavior is learned. It's triggered, it's motivated, and it's reinforced. Which means that breathing is just as much psychological as it is physiological. Breathing is just as much psychological as it is physiological. So to understand someone's breathing behavior is to understand their entire psychological history, because their breathing behavior is embedded within that, and it's mediating all of that in real time. So these are huge ideas. And again, I will stop at any point if you need clarification on anything, but these are really, really, really essential ideas that have such far-reaching implications that everything we do and are relate to this. And I think what it ultimately does at least what it's done for me in thinking, learning to think about breathing as a behavior and as something that is learned, is it shows you how nuanced breathing is. And it shows how just as each person has their own story, each person kind of has their own fingerprint of breathing that makes sense given their history, given how they've learned to breathe in the ways that they breathe. And that can be functional breathing, and that can be dysfunctional breathing. So every student who walks in, let's put this into the context of education. Every student who walks into a school and walks into a classroom, and every teacher and every administrator, we're all breathing in a way that is motivated to self-regulate in the way that we best know how. Our breathing serves us in the best way that we know how to manage our reality. And our breathing is fundamentally allowing us to do that. It's allowing us to manage our internal state.